Today we're going to be playing some more Diablo Immortal. So yesterday I ended up going off camera and grinding out a bunch of stuff for the event. As you can see right here, I ended up completing the whole March of the Goblins part of the event, and I did unlock that portal cosmetic that I wanted to unlock. I also ended up working on the Survivor's Bane stuff quite a bit, which we will be finishing today because this grants us a mystery set item. That was also actually my first time playing Survivor's Bane, so I'm actually really excited to include that in a video because I have a lot of fun playing that mode. It's really similar to something, say, like Vampire Survivors, for example, where it's like that roguelike type thing, and as you progress through the mode, you unlock new skills and abilities and equipment and stuff like that. Like, it's actually really addicting. It's a lot of fun. So once we do some quick housekeeping stuff just to kind of catch you all up to speed, we'll be diving into that. Claim our free daily reward as always. But anyways, in terms of like our gear and equipment, if you just kind of take a gander at our stuff here, yeah, we did kind of get a bit of an upgrade yesterday. I ended up getting a chest piece that has a 437 combat rating. I also ended up getting better shoulder pads, which have a 374 combat rating, and then I believe this is new as well. This has a 391 combat rating. I believe this is new since yesterday's video anyway. Now see, the cool thing about this is that it has an ability or an essence to it which summons in a molten golem, and basically I'll just go ahead and read the description of it. Command golem now summons a molten golem that continually burns all nearby enemies instead of forcing them to attack it or stunning them. In other words, this just adds to the insanity of our DPS, which has already been pretty good lately. But anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into a match of Survivor's Bane just so we can go ahead and get this completed, because like I said, we only need to complete 2 more tasks to get that mystery set item. I'm really hoping that the mystery set item will be one of the ones that we need, but knowing me and my RNG luck, that won't be the case. I really hope that Survivor's Bane doesn't end up just being like a limited time mode. Like, I hope that this ends up staying in the game permanently. For all I know, this might have been here the entire time and I just didn't see it. But anyway, as you can see, I did end up completing the first 2 here, and now we have access to the endless mode. For all intents and purposes of just trying to see how far I can get, we're gonna dive straight into the endless mode. I'm not gonna pat myself on the back too much, but I am actually pretty good at this mode just because I do have a lot of experience with games like this, like Vampire Survivors, for example. Active buffs, you can now equip up to 8 skills. Nice. Another game similar that I can think of is Brotato. If you guys have ever played that game, oh my gosh, I love Brotato. Now, I'm not going to be paying too much attention to these menus as we go because my plan is to get far enough to where all our skills end up getting upgraded anyway. But as you can see, you just kind of, you can choose between different upgrades that you get, like Ray of Frost. Sometimes it even just gives you like outright new skills. Like, at first you'll get the new skills, and then after that it's just all about upgrading them. So at this stage of the game, it's just about acquiring the skills. But as you guys will see later on, like, some of the abilities you get and the way that you can upgrade your skills once you reach their max thresholds are pretty insane. Oh, there we go. We got a mystery legendary item right off the rip. Like, for example, once you max out the Hydra, instead of just, adding more fireballs or damage to it, they end up giving you the ability to apply lightning damage to it, which lightning damage with the Hydra, which, the Hydra in itself is already really powerful. Yeah, it's pretty insane. They've also got the typical, shrines and globes and stuff like that in here. So the blue globes are what allow you to level up. And then they also have a bunch of shrines all about the place, which gives you a bunch of like crazy abilities and stuff like that. The one that we were just using is my favorite for sure, the Disintegration Shrine. That thing is crazy against elite enemies and bosses. We're already halfway to our goal. All we need to do in this is reach level 20, because the last thing that I need to complete for the event is, one, just to play another game of it, just straight up, like, I could straight up end the game right now into account, but the other thing that I wanted to do that was, reasonable enough to obtain in a timely manner was to reach level 20, and obviously we're already at level 10, so that's not going to be a big deal. Sure, as you level up, it does take more and more globes to level up, but level 20, that's still relatively low, at least in terms of this mode. I won't lie, our health is a little low, just because when I'm recording, sometimes I have a bad habit of playing a little clumsily, just because I'm commentating and my full attention isn't on the game. But now we got a healing globe, and I'm going to try to play just a bit more tactically, a bit more carefully. We do have an elite enemy towards the top of the screen, but I'm trying to wait till we're a bit more powerful before we go and seek them out. Oh, never mind. It seems one of the powerful enemies has come to me, that being a boss. So we're going to go ahead and hit up the Conduit Shrine, just so then we can send off a bit of lightning as we try to defeat this boss. There's a good bit of RNG that determines what skills you can get in any given run. Like, the one run I had a bunch of golems and skeletons and stuff that I was able to summon in, which really is the way to go. Just like a normal necromancy build in this game, when you're playing this mode, you really want to go for as many summons as possible, but unfortunately, we just got a lot of abilities that kind of apply to me. Like, sure, we still got the Hydra on the side, which is pretty cool because it can send out fireballs and do a whole bunch of DPS damage and stuff like that, but most of the damage is going to be tied to whether or not I'm close by, so I'm going to need to stay at least somewhat close to the action, unlike the one game I had yesterday where I got up to like level 30 or something like that. Oh no, I ended up going down. Yeah, see, like I was saying, I was playing a little clumsily. Well, let's go back to the menu real quick. Let's see, was that enough to actually complete the event? Unfortunately, it was not. I still need to complete at least one more of the tasks, so yeah, we'll need to go back in and reach at least level 20. This time I'm going to be a bit more careful with my skills and make sure I leave at least one slot open so then we can use, some of the summons. Damage is increased by 100 100% for a short duration after standing still. Yeah, no, see, I'm never gonna be standing still. Okay, how about this? Movement speed is reduced by 90%, but you take 50% less damage from enemies. Damage is increased by 50%, lifesteal is increased by 50%, and pickup distance is increased by 200%. Each level up restores 15% of your health, and you know what? Alright, sure, I'm gonna be... Oh, wow, I am really slow. You know what? This might have actually been a bad idea, but we'll see how this goes. I didn't realize just how slow losing 90% of my movement speed would be until I, you know, just comprehended the fact that, yeah, that means that I'm 10% of normal speed, so yeah, this is pretty slow. Granted, we do have a bunch of other buffs that should hopefully help along the way, so we'll see. We only have 3 skill slots left, so I'm trying to save those for Hydra, Skeletons, and Golems. Right now, I'm just focused on maxing out the skills that we do have anytime that we unlock a new skill. If we end up getting to, like, I want to say level 12, and even by then we don't see any Hydras or Golems or anything like that, then I might see, like, we're still not getting anything, so I'll give it a few more levels. I'll see if we can find anything else. At the very least, I want to at least get 2 summons, but I would preferably like to have all 3. There we go. There's the command skeleton. So we got at least one of them. Now we just need to get the other 2 in. Dang it. It's making me choose a skill, and none of these are like one of the ones that I have, and I can't reroll or anything. So I guess we'll just have to go with Ray of Frost, which means we're going to be down a summon this run, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. I will say the one buff that we have where we regain like 15% HP every time that we level up is really nice. We're going rank up our command skeletons. Now we got an extra 2, and like I said, I really wish we could have got all 3 summons in, but the Ray of Frost that we got is also a really good ability on bosses, so, you know, maybe that'll make up for it. Would have been really nice to have the one that we had last match where we could carry like 8 skills. To make up for the lack of one of our summons, we do have Rain of Vengeance going pretty hard right now. I've been upgrading it like crazy, so it is dealing out a decent amount of damage, so maybe that could also make up for the lack of a summon. And as I was saying before, when it comes to like elite enemies and bosses and stuff like that, like as long as I can kind of point the Ray of Frost in their direction, like it does do a lot of damage, but the thing is with our slow movement speed, I really got to be careful with my positioning here, because yeah, I'm definitely a lot more fragile than usual just due to how slow I am. There we go, that is one of the bosses down. Oh sweet. Okay, so we have movement speed increased by 30%, knockback distance increased, or damage to enemies is greater the farther away they are. We'll go with the knockback distance just so they kind of stay away from me, and then, ooh, you know what, I'm gonna go with Rain of Vengeance. I'm still gonna hold out for that last summon. I'm thinking I want to go for a Hydra, because command golems can be good, but man, that Hydra, let me tell you, when you get that thing maxed out, and they're going and like shooting the fireballs in all the directions, and then you get that lightning ability later on, yeah, those things are crazy. Spin rapidly while moving at 50% increased speed, shooting in all directions. Oh, see, that one is really tempting because I know that one is a really good ability, but I'm still gonna hold out. We're at level 17. We still haven't seen the Hydra, but I'm gonna stay loyal to my Hydra build. We're officially at 500 kills. Oh my gosh, there it is. We finally got the Hydra. Let's do this thing. We'll go ahead and rank up the Hydra as much as we can, so now they're shooting out even more fireballs. As I said before, we really only need to hit level 20 in order to complete the event, but I want to see how far we can get. The highest I've gotten so far was 28, and that's only because on the one that I was doing, it was one of the limited ones, because there's 2 different types of these Survivor's Banes. There's the first 2, which only lasts for like a couple of bosses and elite enemies, and then you just kind of win and it comes up with a victory screen. But then there's this one, the endless one, and this is the one that I haven't even like tried to do yet. So I just want to see how far I could actually get without the game restricting me and, you know, having me win. Because realistically, there is no way to win this, but, you know, if I like max everything out, get a bunch of crazy equipment, I have a feeling that, I mean, I don't even know. It could get to a point of where things just kind of stagnate, or maybe it could get so crazy that I start dropping frames. Maybe I could crash the game, but I'm trying to find out. I will say the farther that we've gotten, the slow movement speed has become less and less of a hindrance just due to how crazy a lot of my abilities are. All right, now we're getting some crazy equipment here. Cooldowns reduced by 15%, lightning damage increased by 50%, or cooldowns reduced by 15, demon hunter skills deal fire damage. We'll just go lightning damage since I do plan on giving my Hydra those. Go ahead and rank up. You know what? We'll give the Hydra 2 more fireballs. I want to get everything else maxed out before I start giving my already upgraded equipment crazier skills. Trying to keep my Ray of Frost pointed at this boss as much as I can, because again, I'm really slow, but as long as I can just get, you know, keep some of my crazier abilities locked on, we should hopefully be able to get this boss down fast enough to where we can tank through some of the crazier attacks. You know, gotta move out of the way here and there, but for the most part, I'm just trying to stay locked on. All right, there it is. The boss is down. All right, let's see. Critical hit chance increased by 20, melee range increased by 20%. After every 5th freezing skill used, ice crystals will be unleashed. We'll go melee range. Also, also, there we go. We have done it. We have officially hit level 20, which means we are done with the event. But again, we're just going to see how far and how long we can go. See, this is why I wanted to use summons, because with us being so slow, I mean, first things first, I just like using summons in this mode regardless because they're crazy overpowered. But in this case, where we're so slow, the summons literally surround me, right? Like the skeletons going out and the hydras going out, and our cooldowns are so fast to a point where like, yeah, you know, they're kind of like, y'all ever play like Clash of Clans and y'all know how you have like the walls around like your town hall? Like right now, like I'm the town hall and they're my wall, but my walls are like the maxed out ones that like take 2 days to upgrade. There we go. Hydra now deals lightning damage. That is what I'm talking about. But yeah, you know, like we're just so crazy overpowered in terms of our defenses that they can never get to me. So like, and furthermore, now my melee range has been increased so I can like reach them from even farther away. We're also getting to that point where our skills are basically all just kind of maxed out at this point. The last one that I need to max out is the command skeletons, but otherwise I'm pretty sure we're all but maxed out. And then from there we just kind of choose like whatever special upgrades we want to get. There's also indicators at the bottom of the screen saying there's like other elite enemies, so I'm gonna try to kind of make my way over to them just so we can kind of get more XP and skill globes and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of loot down here too, and a bunch of bigger enemies, but you know, just kind of making our way here. Command skeletons choose an upgrade. Skeleton champions are replaced with skeletal archers and will not be attacked. Skeletal champions explode after 5 seconds, dealing lightning damage. So I don't want them to explode necessarily, so we'll go ahead and choose the skeletal archers. Elemental effect chance increased by 35%. A projectile radius increased 20%. After every 5th lightning skill used, a lightning nova will be unleashed. Well, I'm dealing a lot of lightning damage, so yeah, might as well use that. Maximum health increased by 50. Area of effect skill range increased 20, maybe. Experience globes grant 50% more experience, but disappear after 5 seconds. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I think I might have to go with that. An extra 50%. I'll just have to make sure that I'm really staying on top of grabbing the globes then. I don't know if that was a bad idea in the long term, but hey, if I can stay offensive enough to keep picking them up, it might have been worth it. This isn't the farthest that I've made it yet. Like I said, the furthest I made it was like level 30, I think. I think it was actually more like level 28, somewhere around there, but it was close to 30. It's funny, I don't know if this is like a glitch or if this is supposed to happen, but I have, oh wait, hold on. Damage increased by 15%, area of a skill, whatever, after every 5th free. I'm not really using freezing skills, so we'll just go ahead and go with that one. But for some reason, I have not been seeing those, like, blue globes dropping on the floor. Again, I don't know if that's, like, a glitch or if that's intentional, just because with how chaotic things get, it would probably be, you know, a little hard to keep up with, like, you know, spawning in all those globes, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure my PC could handle it, but if that was a design choice, it was definitely just to accommodate for mobile devices. Damage increased by 30%, elemental effect chance increased by 50% after every 4th lightning skill. Okay, you know what? We'll go ahead and upgrade that one, choose an upgrade for this. 35% chance to stun enemies, or duration is extended by 1 second each time an enemy dies. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That could actually be pretty good. It says now we're teleporting to the frozen tundra. It gave me a victory screen, though. Oh, okay. So now we can continue. Enemy strength increased. I mean, sure, I'll give it a shot. But anyway, as I was saying before, like, yeah, you know, I'm running like an i7, for example. Like, in terms of the GPU, I mean, you can run this game on, you know, even lower end GPUs. I'm sure it would just be more of like a processor limitation of spawning in literal thousands of globes. But again, I'm running an i7, so it shouldn't be an issue. Again, I'm confused as to why the globes stopped appearing, even though I'm clearly still collecting them because I'm leveling up. Breath of Heaven now damages enemies, or enemy attack speed, movement speed, and projectile speed are reduced by 75%, while Breath of... You know what? Yeah, I think that would be better overall. We'll go with that one. And the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, and he said, oh, wow, it only had me upgrade, like, it only showed me one upgrade, so am I actually, like, almost maxed out at this point? Bump, bump, bump. Got any grapes? I keep getting upgrades for Ray of Frost. I didn't realize how underpowered our Ray of Frost ability was before. I thought we had it maxed out. Maybe we didn't. But yeah, this is why you want to use summons in this mode, because as you can see, like, most of the battlefield right now is literally just like hydras and skeleton archers. And again, this would be even crazier if we could have had our golem in at the moment, because then we would have had like an extra 2 or 3 golems at a time running around smashing stuff, especially when it comes to bosses. But I mean, at the very least, we still have a good set of skills and abilities and stuff like that. And I mean, we still... Oh wait, hold on. Ray of Frost now fires 2 additional rays, or Ray of Frost now has a 35% chance of creating ice armor. We'll just go ahead and do the 2 additional rays. Upgrade reward, all skills max bonus reward. Oh, nice. Anyways, yeah, but you know, it would have been even crazier if we would have had the golem here, but you know, with the skills that we have as is, with like the Breath of Heaven and you know, the raining arrows and all that, like, you know, I'm cool with this setup. Like, this is more than doable. Like, we're still shredding through literally everything. We're basically invincible. Damage increased by 30, or oh, you know what? We'll just keep upgrading the helmet. That thing is genuinely insane with its abilities. But yeah, at this point, like, now you can really start to see just how chaotic things can get. Like, sure, the more that you go through the waves, the more powerful the enemies are gonna get. But I mean, like, dog, they ain't laying a finger on me. I already got a taste of like how crazy things can get between the one that we just played and some of the stuff I was playing yesterday, but again, this is definitely the farthest that I've gotten since this is my first time playing the endless mode, but yeah, I mean, this is like the ultimate setup right here. I'm sure there's other builds and combinations and skills and equipments and stuff like that that other people have figured out that may work just as well, if not better, but I mean, like, I don't know how it can get much better than this, man, especially with, like, the Breath of Heaven ability that we have. Like, this is just working so well in terms of, like, synergy with all my abilities. At this point, if I'm gonna be honest, like, you know, like, we could go on, but I think at this point, I might actually just kind of, like, sacrifice myself, because I do kind of want to get back to the game just to see what mystery set item we unlocked, and furthermore, if that set item is actually going to be, like, any good or useful for our build. So, if anything, you know what, I think I might just kind of run into the boss and sacrifice myself here. Like, I mean, I could go for ages at this point, but, you know, dog, I'm literally standing here in front of the boss, and even still, I'm invincible. Like, you guys are seeing this. I mean, what... Literally nothing can touch me. There we go. We leveled up a little bit too. We're up to Paragon level 38. It seems like we have a bunch of stuff to claim. So we'll go here to the Returner's Path. Oh, yes, there was... oh, wow. Yeah, there's more stuff for us to claim here. So we'll go ahead and claim all of that stuff. Got our scrap metals and beguiling dust. Now, with all of the stuff that we were unlocking, I do believe that my inventory may either be full or very close. Oh, wow. Somehow our inventory is not full. So we're going to go back into here, go over to the events. Mystery set item, please... Oh, wait, let me guess. It probably needs to be identified at an identifier, doesn't it? Yep. We also got 2 legendary items waiting for us here, so we'll go ahead and use those, and now we will make our way over to the identifier. See, some of these things are so tempting because the set gear I have on only has like a 57 combat rating, whereas this one, for example, has like 186, but I'm staying loyal to what I have on. I will not get rid of any of my set gear. I want to have the abilities that we have on, because overall, even though my combat rating could be higher, you know, I don't want to trade out the damage that my summons will be doing. We also got some stuff to claim here. Go ahead and get that for the Survivor's Bane, as well as the Trial of the Horde stuff, and there we go, Paragon level 40. Let's talk to the identifier for a moment. Let's see, we got some new stuff in here. So we got this right here, which is a lot better than what we have on. So we'll go ahead and equip that, inherit the essence, everything like that. So just to make sure, yep, that's the right one. And our ability, Skeleton Captain, command skeletons now raises a single powerful skeleton captain that can be ordered to Whirlwind at a location. Every time that I swap out my helmet, I make sure that I still have that ability. Oh, wait, is there some that are even better than what I... Oh, wow, there's even better stuff yet. Okay, so we'll inherit the essence once again, and just to make sure once more, come down here, Skeleton Captain, yep. What else do we get for that? I believe the hands are brand new as well, right? Yeah, these, unfortunately, though, are not what we need. So even though they are so much better when they fly... This actually hurts. I don't even know what to do at this point. I want to stay loyal to my set gear because I really need these abilities. Like, I really want to use them because they're so, you know, vital to my build, but... I mean, these are so much better, so I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, what should I be prioritizing? Because, like, look how crazy all of this stuff is. I mean, heck, look, even this blue stuff is better than my legendary shield, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to give in. I'm just going to wait until I get better legendary and or set gear before switching stuff out. I'm just going to stay loyal to what I have because it is so critical to my build. And otherwise, that is that, really. We are now Paragon level 40, as I said before, which means we're technically kind of like level 100 overall, which is pretty insane when you think about it. We've made a lot of progress so far. Coming back over here to the shop, we also have another thing here, another reward for us for the Prodigy's Path 2 set of rewards, which of course gave us a mystery set item, which means we need to talk to the identifier. And now, what is this for? Is this for the set that we have on at the moment? Of course it is not, but it's still way better than what I have on now. So again, still in a bit of a pickle here. As for the other stuff, I'll probably just do like a multi-extract and get rid of all this stuff at the blacksmith. I'll also use some of my Paragon points just so we can kind of like up our stats a little bit. We'll come over here, do a quick essence transfer, do a multi-extract, and just get rid of everything. Then we'll go talk to the blacksmith and get rid of all of our white and blue stuff, and then we'll throw all of our set gear in the stash and decide what to do with it at some point. I'm very stubborn. Once I run into like legendary gear and stuff like that in games like this, I never get rid of it. But anyway, that's how our stash is looking at the moment. We have a good bit of set gear, but unfortunately, none of this is what we actually need for our current sets. So again, holding out hope that we'll actually get what we need at some point, but otherwise, that's how we're looking at the moment. And yeah, that's basically going to be it for today. Dog, this thing is telling me to get my first kill today, even though we just killed thousands of monsters. Why doesn't the kill inside of the Survivor's Bane count towards this? Okay, that's kind of annoying, but what? I'm not even worried about it. But anyway, as always, master channel, nothing on the page on channel member, second on the low ball team, and channel, nothing on the big ball team, last team, and man in the video, shut on DC, and I'm in some cheese. Thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.